Good morning. We're in chapter 36, and we are going to talk about wise-hearted men, really. And we're going to talk about the making of the tabernacle in the next few chapters. Very important. I was thinking about this a lot. Sorry. Because, of course, at this time, the Salt Lake Temple has been under construction for several years now. Something like, 7 years or something? And closer to home, we've got the Birmingham Temple that is being constructed. And just building, temples being built all around the world. And so, reading this, it made me think of the details that they're putting in to the temple itself. This is all about the details, and sometimes it might be like, oh, well, there's a lot. But remember how important this building is, and that it's done correctly. And there's a few lessons to learn from this as well, I thought. We'll go through it, some of it quite quickly, but it's the thought of the details and the things that they're doing and how closely they relate to what they're commanded to do. Then wrought Bezalel and Alohab, and every wise-hearted man in whom the Lord put wisdom. Basically, I think when it says every wise-hearted man, it's just saying all able men. So everybody that can do anything was trying to help out to build the tabernacle, in whom the Lord put wisdom, and they often use wisdom in this sense, put the skills and understanding to know how to work all manner of work for the service of the sanctuary, in other words, in the construction of. Some of the changes help out quite a bit. That one, I think it does, but also for the service of the sanctuary, I feel like it's a word that describes more what they're doing, is in they're in the service. They're given service to the sanctuary, and not just working on the sanctuary, according to all that the Lord hath commanded. And Moses called Bezalel and Aholib, and every wise-hearted man, in whose heart the Lord had put wisdom, even everyone whose heart stirred him up to come unto the work to do it. No, I love that. In our own lives, we can be stirred up and have the Lord put wisdom in our callings, and our work in the temple. I've watched people who get really involved in temple work and family history, and they do get stirred up into the work, to come onto work to do it. And sometimes you just have to do it, and then you will feel that stirring. And I love that. I love watching people work on those things and see the light that comes in them. Oh, and at the top of this, I'll just go up really quick. If you see in the right-hand corner, just by chapter 36, is the same article that's been throughout, is why do we have the tabernacle, and it describes the things in it. But we're going to describe them in here anyway. So, and I've been talking about the importance of this and how it is like unto the temple. And they received of Moses all the offering which the children of Israel had brought for the work of service of the sanctuary to make it withal, and they brought yet unto him free or free will offerings every morning. So people were coming in droves, wanting to help out. And the wise men that wrought all the work of the sanctuary came every man from his work which they made. Remember, they still have to eat, they still have to live, they still have to do other things, especially because have been traveling and they've been doing a lot of things just to survive. Luckily, their eating might be easier because all they have to do is go and pick up manna, but that's a blessing in itself in this, because it's going to be a lot easier to spend some time doing the temple if they're not out having to hunt, grow food, raise cattle, which they probably did as well, but most of it can be dealt with, and then they've got time to work on the tabernacle. They spake unto Moses, saying, the people bring much more than enough for the service of the work, which the Lord commanded to make. So the people are getting excited about it. And this is where we want to be in our temple service and our callings, is let's give much more than enough for the service of the work. And Moses gave commandment that they caused it to be proclaimed throughout the camp, let neither man nor woman make any more work for offering of the sanctuary. So the people were restrained from bringing. They had to actually tell them, that's enough. We've got enough now. But they really want to do this. This can be contrasted to when he was gone getting the plates and for 40 days and they had the golden calf. We can concentrate on that, or we can concentrate on this people who wished to serve the Lord with all their hearts. For the stuff they had was sufficient for all the work to make it, and too much. I'd love to hear, we've got 100% ministering. Everybody's ministered to everyone. And they've gone out and done more. They've gone and found people who want to be baptized, and they're sharing with their friends. It'd be interesting if we could do that. And every wise-hearted man among them that wrought the work of the tabernacle made 10 curtains of fine twined linen, and blue and purple and scarlet, with cherubims of cunning work made he them. Now, in this is talking about the people described above and those that work with them, the he that they use. And the length of one curtain, or all the curtains, was 28 cubits, and the breadth of one curtain was 4 cubits, and the curtains were all one size. This is why we know everything about the tabernacle, what it looked like and everything. And you can watch that video again in Come Follow Me, and you can basically walk through the tabernacle and see how it was according to all this. And he coupled the 5 curtains unto each other, and other 5 curtains he coupled one unto another, and he made loops of blue and on the edge. And the curtain edge of the curtain from the self edge and in the coupling. And that, I think, just says that they, on the outside of the first set. So they had curtains, and then they made curtains on the outside of the first set. Really detailed. Likewise, he made an uttermost side of another curtain in the coupling of the second, and 50 loops made he in one curtain. 50 loops made he in the edge of the curtain, which was the coupling of the second. The loops had held one curtain to each other, and he made 50 taches. I don't know if anybody uses the word of taches, but taches of gold. That's just like a coupling, I believe, or clasps. So next time you have to use the word clasp, use taches. And maybe people do, and I just haven't. And coupled the curtains unto one unto another with taches, so it became one tabernacle. And he made curtains of goat's hair for the tent over the tabernacle. 11 curtains he made them. And the length of one curtain was 30 cubits, and 4 cubits was the breadth of one curtain. 11 curtains were of one size. He coupled 5 curtains by themselves and 6 curtains by themselves. He made 50 loops upon the uttermost edge of the curtain in the coupling. And again, just the things, the other connecting curtains. So they're connecting all the curtains together to make it this. And 50 loops made he upon the edge of the curtain, which coupleth the second. And he made 50 taches of brass to couple the tent together, that it might be one. So he's made taches of gold, I think was the last one, and brass on this other one. But they are attaching everything. And he made a covering for the tent of ram's skins, dyed red, and a covering of badger skins above that. And he made boards for the tabernacle of shittim wood, or acacia wood, standing up. The length of the board was 10 cubits, and the breadth of the board was board 1 cubit and a half. One board had 2 tenons equally distant from each other. That's basically just saying that they're the same, which made them fit one to another. So basically, it'd be like us saying, well, he made them tongue and groove or something like that. Distant from one another. Thus did he make for all the boards of the tabernacle, so they could fit together and pull apart when they needed to. He made boards for the tabernacle, 20 boards for the southward. Now, I underline that because notice it says south side, southward. Wherever they're building it, they face it a certain way, and I'm having a feeling that afterwards they always face it the same way. And 40 sockets of silver. And again, these words are just things that they're using, or bases, that help us understand. Maybe during King James time, socket was better than bases, but we'd understand a base better than a socket when it comes to construction. He made under 20 boards, so he made bases for the boards, 2 sockets under one board for his 2 tenons, and 2 sockets under another board for his 2 tenons. And the other side of the tabernacle, which is toward the north corner, he made 20 boards. And there 40 sockets of silver, 2 sockets under one board, 2 sockets under another board. And for the sides of the tabernacle westward, he made 6 boards, and 2 boards he made for the corners of the tabernacle on the 2 sides, those adjoining the west side. And they were coupled beneath and coupled together at the head thereof. 1 ring thus he did to both of them in both corners. And there were 8 boards, and their sockets were 16 sockets of silver, under every board 2 sockets. And he made bars of shittim wood, 5 for the boards of the one side of the tabernacle, and 5 bars for the boards of the other side of the tabernacle, and 5 bars for the boards of the tabernacle for the sides westward. And he made the middle of the bar to shoot through the boards from one end to the other. So what's he doing to pass through? What's he doing here? He's getting it ready so that when they need to travel, they can be taken, put on something and carried easily. And he overlaid the boards with gold, and made the rings of gold to be placed for the bars, and overlaid the bars with gold. So a lot of gold being used in this. And he made a veil of blue and purple and scarlet and fine twined linen with cherubims made he of cunning work. And he made thereunto 4 pillars of shittim wood, and overlaid them with gold. Their hooks were of gold, and he cast for them 4 sockets of silver. And he made an hanging for the tabernacle, or a screen or a curtain. The tabernacle door of blue, and the purple and scarlet and fine twined linen of needlework, and 5 pillars of it with their hooks. And he laid their chapiters and their fillets of gold, but their 5 sockets were of brass. So if you don't know what chapiters are, capitals or tops of pillars. So they had something at the top of the pillar that was made of gold. And so he's still building, and we're going to see tomorrow that he continues to build on this. I hope you got something from this. How is your heart when it comes to things that you're doing in your service? Are you helping to build the kingdom? Are you doing your temple work? And how can we improve on that? And we'll see you tomorrow.